Well, closer look for you tonight at a bill passed by North Carolina senators that some say is deceiving. Now, the measure would force local sheriffs to honor certain detention requests from ICE. This is something that the Mecklenburg County and the sheriff specifically has had a point of contention on before. Yeah, the mandate, however, is just one part of this hefty bill, which some say is kind of where things get complicated. WCNC Charlotte's Austin Walker is joining us live from the Mecklenburg County Jail to kind of sort through things. So what are you hearing tonight, Austin?
Yeah, so this bill is actually very big, but inside it's always said that before this, a sheriff has had to have discretion on when to call ICE. But if this does pass, a subsection of the bill says that if a sheriff cannot determine if somebody is here legally or documented, they would have to call ICE by law.
9%.
Outside the North Carolina state capitol,
violating people's human rights.
A group of people pointing out what they are calling an attack on immigrants. Coming in the form of House Bill 10, 20 pages with 16 parts, and in one of those pages, 2 paragraphs some believe targets a vulnerable group of people.
HB 10 is an extremely harmful bill.
The bill says if a sheriff is unable to determine if a person is documented, they must now call Immigration and Customs Enforcement.
This bill does not round folks up who are not charged with crimes.
Republican Senator Danny Britt says this comes down to public safety.
This bill does not send law enforcement into homes of folks who are not charged with crimes.
But it does say if an individual is behind bars for a crime, that individual must be held for 48 hours by their sheriff prior to being released. Currently, sheriffs have the discretion to honor ICE detainment requests, but for Yasmina Nogo with the North Carolina Justice Center, she says this bill forces the sheriff's hand.
Inevitably will lead to greater incarceration of undocumented immigrants, and then will be a pipeline for deportation, for many of them, family separation.
Inside the Mecklenburg County Jail, Sheriff Gary McFadden ponders over the bill.
The legislatures in Raleigh were very clever,
saying after years of this bill failing,
it's a very brilliant move. Give everybody everything that they want except one thing.
Seeing it pass on the back of other legislation is playing politics. Yeah, so lots of back and forth on both sides right now. But again, you might be asking yourself what happens next. Now, the bill will head to the House where there will be discussion. For now, live in Uptown, Austin Walker, WCNC Charlotte.
Austin, thank you so much.